Anybody who's done a bit of four-wheel driving has seen it. The Wally in the expensive, shiny new four-wheel drive with no idea and no gear to get themselves out of the inevitable problems they'll get into. It's all very funny, but depending on where you are and what the problem is, it can also get quite dangerous. And you don't want to be that Wally. Whether you're heading for the bush or the beach, there are a few bits and pieces that can get you out of most things. A correctly rated snatch strap, a pair of bow shackles, a pair of gloves, really important, a tarp and a folding shovel. They're all really useful. Each of them is available separately, or you can purchase a four-wheel drive recovery kit which will have some of those things in it. A winch is a really good thing. Tree trunk protectors, winch extension straps and winch damper blankets are also available. The winch damper blanket helps to reduce the risk of injury due to recoil in the event of a winch cable snapping, and that can happen. If you're going anywhere near the sand, a 12-volt air compressor, pressure gauge and tyre deflators are a good idea. You can deflate a tyre by eye and re-inflate it at the nearest servo, but that really isn't accurate and can produce unpredictable handling. You also run the risk of overheating the sidewalls when driving at speed prior to re-inflation, and this can cause a blowout. A tyre deflator is a little tiny thing but can be tremendously useful when you want to lower the air pressure in your tyres. It makes it really easy. A tyre pressure gauge is a handy tool to have regardless of the area you'll be travelling in. Also handy is a tubeless tyre repair kit. It can get you out of some dire situations if nothing else. Two of the most important pieces of safety gear to carry in all four-wheel drives are an appropriate fire extinguisher and a first aid kit. They could potentially be the difference between life and death. The fire extinguisher should be mounted somewhere within easy reach where it can be grabbed at a moment's notice. Well, now that you've got all the gear, you'll need somewhere to put it. A lockable steel box is the ideal solution. There are a range of different sizes and materials available. However, the best thing about a steel box is that it can be bolted down to ensure your brand new gear doesn't become someone else's. For most people doing weekend treks, it's hard to justify the cost of a long-range fuel tank, but a jerry can or two is ideal for the occasional trip maker. Jerry can holders are also available, and this makes it easy to mount your extra fuel storage safely outside your vehicle. There are a lot more bits and pieces that can come in handy and get you out of a spot. Things like these Max Tracks, for instance, they're fantastic. But what we've just covered should see you right as long as you're travelling in a group and are rarely in true remote locations. There's a downloadable list of four-wheel drive essentials on this page of the website. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and get into it. And remember, I'm here to help.